All right, I see Two of Cups, a connection, friendship. Oh, I see a house and a home. A reason to celebrate here. This is two people often sharing their feelings, emotions. This could be a friendship, a neighbor. We'll see where this goes. It's really positive energy. Yeah, I do see some sort of truth, someone being discerning, speaking truth or wanting to know truth. To do with that. Someone speaking truth about their home, about connecting, about a friend. Now this could be a friendship. And we have truth. So it has to do with someone being enlightened. Someone's being enlightened about the truth, to do a home, to do with a friendship. Now this could be someone giving someone advice here. Yeah, it has to do with building the foundation. Yeah, it has to do with the start of something, enlightenment, truth, victory, someone coming up with an idea. Could be someone giving someone advice or an idea. Look at that movement. It's about making a move. It's about communicating, coming in right. It's an energy of needing to hurry, or even some of you may even have multiple opportunities, but we're going to see. Who is this Queen of Swords? Who's the Queen of Swords? Somebody with a Queen of Wands energy. Someone who knows what they want. Someone who's focused, creative. Someone who's just doing their own thing. Someone who's speaking truth, focused on their own pursuits, a house, a home, but it has to do with a friendship. Could be, like I say, someone giving somebody advice here, but it could be someone changing their focus too. It's just someone doing their own thing, I feel. Let's have a look at the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Yeah, this is someone curious, something that a person doesn't know, or a person who kept something to themselves. But this is often a person learning. They're going, aha, learning. Someone's learning truth about this connection. And it could be from a friend, someone who gives advice. But this is about this Queen of Wands energy. Someone very charming, creative. It has to do with a home, creative around their home, or someone who's just doing their own thing. So it has to do with truth. Ace of Swords, why is this here? Yeah, it has to do with a whole new cycle. Windfall of abundance, timing, something about the timing. And we have a person who's curious here. They're learning something. They want to know something. Yeah, it has to do with stability. It's a person playing it safe, being cautious, but it's an energy of someone getting what they want. It has to do with clarity. There's something that needs to be cleared up. Someone's telling someone it's about clearing something up. It's about coming in right, building the foundation. Because I see this energy of hurry, because someone's changing their focus. I see a whole new cycle, windfall of abundance, timing, something to do with the timing. But I see good luck here. Yeah, somebody who's got some good luck, someone who's got a lot of abundance. Yeah, it's a person who lives alone. They're single, so it has to do with a single person. Someone who's very independent. So I feel that someone, a friend or a friend of a friend, telling someone some truth. Someone who just does their own thing. They're focused, they're creative, somebody who's ambitious, goal-oriented, but it's a person who's just doing their own thing. It's a person who's very independent. There's abundance, but it has to do with this person curious and learning, and I feel they've learned something here. And they're learning it from someone else, because I feel someone didn't get something they wanted because they're playing it safe, being cautious, not really saying too much, but it has to do with clarity and clearing things up, because it has to do with this business or this place where people socialize, congregate. It's about two people who have each other's back through thick and thin. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's someone singing someone's praises here. Yeah, but you can see someone being cautious, playing it safe, keeping some things to themselves. This is also someone who kind of sticks to themselves. And I feel someone's telling someone truth, or it's just a feminine who spoke truth. Yeah, it's finding something out. Like I say, they're learning something. And it's an energy of seeing things in a pretty positive light here. Seeing things in a positive light. Yeah, it has to do with investing. See, it's a person being patient, but it's whether someone's invested, what they're interested in. It's just an energy of learning, because this is someone who wants this to go in their favor. They're playing it safe. But this is someone who didn't get something they wanted because of a lack of clarity. But this person's learning something about this too. I feel it's all about truth. It's an energy of being discerning, being wise, things that are being learned. Yeah, look at that. See, it's about what two people want. See, this is two people who want something who never got what they wanted. Now, it could be because of something someone said, but I feel it's all pretty positive because it has to do with two people who look out for each other. A friend, someone who has someone's back. They're always there for them. So this is that person who's curious and learning. Yeah, it has to do with making a move. And you can see right here, interesting, investing. Whether someone's single, invested in someone else, but it has to do with talking, coming together. See, it's like both people wanted this, but nobody got what they wanted. So now we have this person changing their focus. See, lifestyle habits, the way someone conducts themselves. It has to do with faith, lifestyle, schedules, routines. This is someone trying to learn about someone's history. They're trying to learn something. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. What does this Queen of Wands want? This is someone who's focused on work, their house, their home, working from home, creative pursuits, energy of building, someone perfecting their craft and skills. It has to do with putting in effort. Someone strong too, confident, independent. Tell me more about this Prince of Swords energy. What's this person learning? What are they learning? Keeping things to themselves. Someone who's private. They stick to themselves. They keep things to themselves. So it's a little bit of a secret. This person's keeping this to themselves. But it's also an energy of a secret between two people, not saying anything. So it has to do with someone's inner wisdom. They're gaining wisdom and knowledge. So they're trusting their intuition, their inner knowing. So you know who this is. Now, if you have a friend who's talking to this person, I feel they're saying positive things here. I don't see anything negative. It's what someone does for work, their history. It's all about someone's history, their lifestyle. And it has to do with communicating. People talking back and forth, opportunity. Some of you could have multiple opportunities. This person may be, someone may be talking about that, but it has to do with truth. And we have a house and a home, someone's financial foundation. See, someone who lives alone, they're private. This is someone who's very private. They stick to themselves, keep to themselves. So we have someone who's being cautious. It's wishful thinking. But it has to do with stability, partnering up, someone who's stable. Tell me more about this single person. Yeah, it has to do with love. See, now this could be a deep friendship. There could be a deep friendship. Two people who have faith in each other. But I feel there's a secret. Like, I don't know if someone's telling someone a secret, or this is your own inner wisdom knowing that someone's keeping a secret. But it has to do with this secrecy, things that are hidden, things that are unknown. Someone wants to know, and this is what they're looking for. Someone's lifestyle habits, the way they conduct themselves. It has to do with, it takes two people to build, two people to build a relationship, a connection. But I feel there's another person involved here. It's all about what someone does for work. Tell me about the tradition. Yeah, someone here. Look at that. Ooh, we got someone in their fields. This is someone wanting to make a move. So we have an Empress being open. See, it's an energy of someone who's open, available, ready for something new. So I feel this is someone trying to find out if someone is still single. Or if someone's telling the truth about being single. Interesting, yeah. Well, it's an Empress. This is someone who knows their worth and value, somebody who's independent. They take care of themselves, very creative. And we have this King of Cups here who's keeping their feeling, playing it safe, being cautious until they know. But now I do see schedules, routines, lifestyle, where somebody goes, what they do. They want to know. This is someone unrequited love kind of energy for some of you. because it has to do with this energy of movement, momentum, and opportunity, whether someone has other opportunities. I wouldn't be surprised for the feminines if you actually have another opportunity coming in. If you didn't get what you wanted from somebody here because they didn't tell you something, because it has to do with someone needs to just tell someone the truth. It's enlightenment, but it has to do with a victory. See, someone's seeing things in a different light here. Now they feel some sort of victory here, because it has to do with this person planting the seed coming in right. Good morals, good values, someone's lifestyle, but it's an energy of faith, someone having faith in themselves. Yeah, somebody with good morals and values who wants love, I can see, but it's something they've been kind of holding back here. It has to do with change. See, it's time for change. The tables are turning. This person has to communicate. I feel we have an Empress that's open, available. Someone's open. This is a person who's kind, compassionate, always open to talk, to communicate. Tell me more about the Hierophant. Yeah, it has to do with someone who walked away. Some sort of truth about why somebody walked away, because of the way someone was conducting themselves. But it's also what someone's seeking. So it's a person who's left something behind. It looks like another relationship. Some of you know the truth. You already know the truth. Someone's already told you that someone has walked away from somebody who wasn't loyal. But I feel this is someone who didn't tell you something. I feel like you've had an encounter with this person. If not, they're coming forward. They see an opportunity here. But it has to do with someone, what they're seeking. This is someone wanting to know what someone's looking for, what they're seeking. They're trying to, like I say, it's curiosity. It's about knowing, inner knowing. It's a mystery. It's a mystery of the Empress. This is all a mystery. And now they're trying to solve this mystery. So it's all about the Empress. But this is someone who's definitely was leaving something behind here. Has to do with faith, morals, values. Just two people who weren't on the same page. But it's about getting on the same page. Yeah, it has to do with this person taming the beast, self-control. It's an energy of confidence. Somebody here is they see someone who's confident, capable, strong. Tell me about what changed here. What is this change with the world? What is this change? Yeah, so whether someone's changed how they feel. It's time for change. I actually feel there's a feminine who's thinking of, getting out there again. Because it is an energy of someone who longs for love, waiting for someone to reciprocate. But this is someone who's confident, taming the beast, self-control. Someone with a lot of self-control. Empress energy, but it's also an energy of kindness, compassion. But you can see somebody has to do with this enlightenment, this truth, the abundance. This could have gone, and this person sees this could have gone in their favor. Nobody got what they wanted here, and it has to do with lack of communication or lack of clear communication, because this is the communication coming in fast out of the blue. And it's someone who I feel there's timing here. See, something about the timing. Someone's looking at the timing. And I feel some of you have found out the truth from someone, a friend, a deep personal friendship. Someone who has, and it's both of you, I feel, with this person. But it has to do with a person who's walked away from a commitment. Because somebody wasn't loyal. This person's seeing. Someone here is telling this person loyalty, friendship, a deep friendship. They probably didn't know. Now they know. I'm going to tell you, this person's also two people, self-control, which is, and with an Empress energy, someone who isn't ruled by their emotion. But it has to do with nobody got what they wanted. So it's about why somebody walked away. Somebody did walk away at some point, but it's what someone's seeking, what they're interested in. Yeah, it has to do with going down this path, taking things to the next level. But it has to do with someone who's sitting on the fence. See, this is somebody who's at a point, a crossroads, a lifestyle, timing. This is someone who had just walked away from a committed relationship. And then we have this energy of someone showering abundance, but it has to do with, because now the tables are turned. This person's, it's about feeling confident, being brave, talking, approaching someone, connecting, coming together. See, two people had just come apart, the timing, and then it's about coming together, getting together. And now we have someone going to reach out. Yeah, they have to take a leap of faith. This is someone going to take a leap of faith. And it all has to do with someone just curious about someone. They're just curious. They just wanted to know. Now they've learned. This is a person in their fields here. And they're all in their fields, unrequited love, taking things to the next level. Because we have someone who's no longer talking or reaching out to someone. They're going down another path. But it's about why someone walked away. See, they're being enlightened about why someone walked away. This person took, I feel the feminine took a leap of faith. This person, I feel the feminine still open to talk, to communicate. But it's about receiving. See, not receiving something. Sitting on the fence, waiting to receive. And now this is someone looking at this like, well, I might as well move on here. But I think this person's coming in because it's about reading between the lines, unknowing, something they didn't know, having to read between the lines. But this is a communication. There's another person here. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords. Possible Gemini energy. Yeah, someone speaking truth, building the foundation, coming in right. Come to me right. Someone didn't come in right. So this person, and I feel it's someone giving someone advice. See, something didn't go as planned because it's two people who were hoping for something. Wishful thinking, but nobody got what they wanted. No one actually got what they wanted. See, both people wanted this. Two people who want love, two people in their feelings, but it has to do with having faith and self-control, morals and values. Tell me more about that Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's an energy. There it is. It's about taking the lead. I feel like this is an energy of someone who I feel maybe got a little emotionally overwhelmed. Things moving to see emotionally overwhelmed, putting on the brakes. Someone didn't come in right. They didn't build the foundation. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was a feminine. It took a risk. A leap of faith to reach out to someone, now waiting for the other person to reciprocate and just doing, this is someone just doing their own thing. But it has to do with a feminine who took the lead. Now this person's looking at this because I feel there's some sort of change here. A whole new cycle, no longer invested in the past, but it's whether someone's interested, and it has all to do with the timing. Someone's going, aha. I think the feminine's found out from someone. But this person in turn is also talking to the other person. So we have someone who now feels a little bit like a fool. Feels a little bit like a fool. Yeah, we have King and Queen of Wands. So it's an energy of being bold, brave, confident, self-control too. Someone with a lot of self-control. But this is where the tables turn. This person's coming in to take the lead. They know what they want. They're going for it. See, this is someone who wasn't sure how someone felt because it was a mystery. Something was unknown. Now, I don't know if two people kept a secret. See, secret feelings, keeping it in. But it's an energy of someone who's definitely single. And it has to do with love. I feel we got two people going to have a conversation. This is someone moving fast, taking control, swooping in quickly out of the blue. But that's what I feel like happened, and this person got overwhelmed because I feel they were just moving on from something. They had just walked away, or why the other person walked away. To me, it looks like they had just walked away from a relationship. And they were definitely looking at it too. But it's what both people are seeking. Both people want the same thing. Ace of Pentacles twice. But no one got what they wanted. The Empress is open. This is someone confident. But it has to do with someone coming in right and being confident to reach out. Yeah, this someone's feeling like a fool, but I feel like this person's taking the lead. Yep, they're going to make a move. This is someone getting ready to make a move. But it's also to see if somebody's actually moved on, if they're still available. So I feel like there's this person, this Queen of Swords. Now, it could be the viewer. If you are the feminine, you may have spoke truth about feelings, or maybe you just cut somebody out, or you know that somebody did. But there's truth coming out, and it has to do with coming together. See, friends, a mutual friend or a friend of a friend. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a deep personal friendship. One thing I know is we have someone cutting someone out, and it has to do with friends with benefits. And that could be why a feminine has moved on and walked away. Someone who doesn't want to be friends with benefits, other people involved. But this is actually good news. So what is the good news? It has to do with this person communicating, taking control. They're coming in to take control. They want to take the lead. Yeah, see, truth, some sort of truth in that social circle, some kind of good news. It's enlightened. Someone's being enlightened. They see there's a lot of curiosity. Yeah, they've learned. Now, there we go. This is someone who's learned. Very wise. But this is often a person who can be skeptical and maybe even come across as a little cold. But they've learned something. This person has good morals and values. They speak truth. And I see two people speaking truth. Someone's lifestyle, the way they conduct them. Someone feels a little bit like a fool, though, because now they've learned. This is someone very kind, compassionate, forgiving. It's an energy of change. See, it has to do with the tables turning. This is somebody looking to see if someone has changed how they feel or if they've moved on. This is what they want, and they've learned. This is someone still single, still doing their thing. Yep, someone's pride got in the way, their ego. It has to do with chasing. This is someone who was skeptical when a feminine chases what they're interested in. It's about providing. This is someone who provides for themselves. So they've learned this. Now they feel like a fool. Their pride and ego got in the way. Yeah. There's a little bit of ego's pride for both people. Yeah? This is someone planning, preparing, hoping for the best. Someone grounding themselves, looking into the future, preparing. This is someone preparing. See, this is someone who wasn't prepared. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have two, okay? And I do feel some of you are going to have, there's two people here. Because I see a King of Pentacles and a King of Wands and a King of Swords. There could be three people, but like I say, there's somebody here, two people, King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Wands. Two people who speak straight up. They say it like it is, morals, values. Now, it could just have to do with this person was overwhelmed. They weren't prepared. See, now they're prepared. They feel like a fool. But this is someone who I feel, had cut somebody out. They weren't ready. And they were emotionally overwhelmed. Things coming in out of the blue. Too much, too fast. Now this person's grounding themselves. They're planning and preparing for the future. Yeah, they're preparing to reach out. There's the feminine. See, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a feminine who took the lead. Because this is an energy of someone who, you know, often suddenly just feels bold and decides to reach out. It's all about the timing. You know, I feel you're going to get a communication. You're going to be looking at this. The tables have turned now. You're looking at now this person's showing interest. Now that they know that you're independent or you can take care of yourself. You're kind of looking at now this person, you know, what do they want? You know, when two people come together, it's what you can provide for each other. Yeah, there's definitely reminiscing and longing. Yeah, see, it's a situation that's over. It's a learning truth that somebody has ended a situation. I see some time in between. Possibly moving and relocating here too. But it's about this person making a move. Because now they know, they've learned. Pride, ego getting in the way, providing. See, this is an energy of someone who's generally a good provider. Natural born provider, natural born leader. But I feel this is someone who's going to have to come in and take that lead, because there's time in between things that are being learned. See, it's an energy where something had ended. Somebody had ended, and now we got the King of Wands, which tells me someone who's rising like the phoenix from the ashes. They're coming in to take control. It's an energy that's crushing, longing for love, or reminiscing about a situation. Yeah, we have the Star. See, it's an energy of respect, self-respect, and self-worth. It has to do with someone reaching out. See, mutual friends. I'm going to tell you, there's a mutual friend of a friend. But this is someone seeing this now, and you can see they've learned, someone who knows their worth and value. But it's also about not only just morals, values, self-respect. It has to do with this person kind of feeling somebody was maybe out of their league at some point. But this is someone who's releasing things that no longer serve. See, they felt at that time this wasn't in their best interest because they just ended something. But now things are different because that's over. They're now coming in. This person's going to reach out. They're hoping it's mutual. See, it's all about hoping it's mutual. There's hope here. This is someone who has faith in themselves to make a decision. They feel, with the King of Swords, they feel like they have faith in themselves to make the right choice. But at that time, see, it's all about timing, patience. It's about investing or not investing. Somebody wasn't invested or uncertain. Why? Because there's all this why, questions. So someone who definitely has a lot of questions. But it's all about this, there it is, coming back around to this incoming. This person's going to come in, and I actually feel the tables are turning. The feminine is now going to feel like the masculine felt, because whether this person's interested for the right reasons, because if they felt you couldn't provide, or you were chasing them for money or stability of some kind, but they're finding out truth that this feminine's already stable, focused, or at least somebody who has goals. They're ambitious, very goal-oriented, achievements, all the things that someone's achieving. So what this person's hoping to achieve is to reach out and communicate. But how the masculine felt, now the feminine's going to feel, because the tables are turned. But they're coming in, and you might, if you are the feminine, get a little overwhelmed, because this is someone who moves fast, because this is everything they could ever want. But now you're going to be looking at whether this serves you. See, there it is. It's very tempting. But it's about taking a step back, seeing things differently after a period of time. Enlightenment. Someone seeing someone from a whole different light. And if you have several people and you've moved on from someone, if that your scenario is you've moved on from somebody and you are that feminine energy, you could have another person here coming around too. Because I'm seeing the possibility of two for some of you. But I'm seeing this house, home, a strong financial foundation. It has to do with two people. It has to do with love. It's about working together, building. Something is building. The momentum is building. Because this is someone I feel who wants to take control before I feel it's too late. Because they're in a hurry. But now the feminine's going to feel overwhelmed. Because, see, they were overwhelmed. But they weren't sure the other person was interested for the right reasons. Because it is someone who gets chased. See, now we have the feminine getting chased. So the tables are turning. Interesting. But I feel that, I mean, the Empress is here. Kindness, compassion, patience. Yeah, so like I say, this person's going to reach out and test. It's a little test to see if you're interested. Let's offer invitation, maybe go for dinner, just get together, talk. But I'm going to tell you, it's telling me the momentum is building. This person isn't going to hold back much longer because it's about going after what they want. This is someone who takes pride in themselves, their house, their home. But it's about providing. They see what someone can provide. This is generally, like I say, some of you got someone who's more concerned about what you can provide to them than what they can provide to you. So this is why I feel the tables are turning. But I see a fresh new start. Someone's cup runneth over, feeling overwhelmed. I feel this is where both people are going to get what they want. Whoever this is, the person that you choose, it's about what you can provide for each other. You both get what you want. Some sort of an agreement. Okay, some kind of an agreement here. That's what this Temperance or the Hierophant's all about, is an agreement. I feel that there's a friend of a friend have an agreement here too, to keep this to yourselves, this secret, to not say anything, to see if somebody is interested for the right reasons. Or I feel someone's singing someone's praises. They're stable, they're reliable. Someone who's there through thick and thin kind of energy, a friend. But it has to do with some kind of an agreement where both people get what they want. I see the need for changes, structure, schedules, routines. It could be a little overwhelming if things move too fast. So that's why the tables are turning here. So whoever this is, you know who they are. And I do feel this, and it could be just a crush where it never went anywhere, because I feel someone here was ending a relationship. They had cut someone out because they were chasing after them for the wrong reasons. Is someone who's been there, done that. So they're very wise. This King of Swords is wise. But we also have a feminine who's wise. I wouldn't be surprised if there's people giving advice here too. People involved giving advice on both sides. But like I say, a fresh new start, an opportunity. But it's all what you do with that energy. Yeah, see, feeling emotional, opportunity. Very nice energy. Now is really good time to decide what it is you want if you're that feminine energy as well. Because I can see it being a little bit overwhelming. See, waiting for someone to reciprocate. You've showered abundance, I feel, some of you. And some of you too, been there, done that. Where you've put a lot of work and effort into relationships, I feel. And never really got what you wanted. You may actually get what you want this time. But it's telling you to be wise, to be discerning. But again, with the Empress, this is someone who's kind of compassionate. So it's about two people sharing feelings, emotions, connecting. Telling someone what you like and don't like. Teaching someone how you want to be treated. But if you start to feel overwhelmed, because this person, they're coming in fast. This is someone who moves very quickly. And I feel that's generally what some of you want. There's that bold energy, like, hurry up already. And then once it comes, it's a bit overwhelming. But I feel like you've got opportunity for love here. But it's all about sharing how you feel with someone, letting them know how you feel. And it's about both people. And I do think there's an agreement. But I still feel there's other people talking, giving advice. Yeah, there's some sort of blessing. Oh, this is blessed. Beautiful, a blessing. Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise too. When the timing isn't right, it gives a person a chance to let go of baggage from the past. It gives a person a chance to prepare. See, somebody wasn't prepared. The timing wasn't right. Now the timing's right. So there was a blessing here. Look at that, flexible, someone being more flexible, flexible schedules, planning, preparing, structure, routines, lifestyle, because someone's willing to cooperate and compromise. But I do see a feminine, been there, done that in the past, who put a lot of work and effort into a situation, bent over backwards to please someone and never got what they wanted. So if that's your history, it's an energy of not being a people pleaser, okay? You deserve better. Why? Because you have that Empress energy. You have a lot to give, but you also deserve to receive. So it has to do with someone who goes the distance long term. A person who's in a hurry. They are someone who will commit. But it may happen, they may want to do this too quickly. So I do see an agreement. And I wouldn't be surprised if two people decide to even do a prenup here. If it goes that far. Okay, it's all about going the distance, leaps and bounds. You see, it's fast moving energy, racing stripes. So make sure this is someone who's willing to cooperate and compromise, that you're actually on the same page. I actually feel like you're going to be. And I do feel this could go the distance. This could be that opportunity where two people actually get what they want, who've never really got what they wanted. So take care, stay hopeful, because there is a blessing here. There's a blessing because it's about flexibility and someone going the distance, cooperating, compromising. So it's like the Three of Pentacles, doing things together. You see, coming together. So very nice. Take care. I wish you the best, and bye for now.